Maarten, I like to start at the beginning. How did you get into the sport of swimming?
My sister was doing open water races, and when I didn't qualify, we're talking about 1999, when I didn't qualify for the European Senior Championships, my sister said, hey, we're gonna have a World Championships in Hawaii in 2000, maybe you can focus on that, and then you have a nice trip and a nice swim over there.
Yeah.
But that's why I got involved in the open water swimming.
So for a trip to Hawaii was the reason?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Were you a pool swimmer at all?
I competed in the European Youth Championships, and I competed in the 1500 freestyle. Yeah.
So between that trip in 2000 until 2008, how did you progress in the open water competitions? Because by 2008, world champion and Olympic champion.
Yeah.
Tell me about the 8 years in between.
I learned a lot about the tactical things involved in the open water swimming. So I did that for first 1 year, and in 2001 I was diagnosed leukemia. I came back in the open water circuit in 2003 and increased my speed and learned more about the open water swimming. And I think for me, when getting back into the open water after my illness, when I wasn't a real fast swimmer, it really helped me to try and get it at top 10 and top 8. It really helped me with the tactics.
What are some of the tactics when you're dealing with open water stuff? I mean, how much are you playing the draft? How much are you working?
I think the major thing is drafting.
Mm-hmm.
Drafting, it helps me, I think, with about 3 seconds every 100 meters you swim. And if you see other swimmers that are so much faster, like David Davies, I think his personal best is 14:45 or something. And my personal best at the time of the Beijing Olympics was 15:41, and I still was able to beat him, and that was just because I swam a smarter race.
How does that work? Because in cycling, it's a team, and so that's who's going to let you draft off them. And
yes.
And sometimes the lead swimmers or the lead cyclists, alternate and they work together.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how it works with swimming as well, or does it just happen where you go and you
don't have any teams in open water swimming?
Yeah.
So it's not that a lot of swimmers are helping you on purpose, but you have to let them. Yeah, you have to find the position that a lot of swimmers are helping you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just with your experience, and I every race I was thinking about, okay, what's the best position in the field right now? And one way you want to draft, but on the other way you don't want a lot of arms and knockings on your head, so you want to have a peaceful place as well.
Yeah. Was 2008 your first World Championship?
No, I've been competing in the World Championships since 2000, and after my leukemia in 2003 again. And I've been doing all the World Championships since. We have an open water. We have every year in World Championships. We have the combined World Championship with a swimming pool. But in between those races, we have the World Championships open water as well.
But was 2008 your first championship title? Did you win World Championships for the first?
Yes.
What was the difference in that year? Again, tactics?
I was in 2008. Yeah. I was quite focused on the 25 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
In open water, we have 3 distances. We have the 5K, the 10K, and the 25K. And as the swimmers, like David Davies, Vladimir Diachi, and Thomas Lutz, they are really focusing on the 5 and 10K. And for me, not the fastest swimmer in the fields, I saw an opportunity that I thought I wouldn't be able to win a 5 or 10K, but I would be able to win a 25K. So I really started focusing on a 25K, and that ended in the world title 25K.
So that year also, there was a new technology that came into not only open water swimming but also pool swimming. It's become a pretty hot topic.
Yeah.
And how did you see the new technology and the new suits affect the racing in the open water?
I think it really helped me. For the open water, you don't want a suit that is really tight and is really hurting your stroke. And if you see if you look at swimmers in the swimming pool, they swim 50 meters or 100 meters, and the first thing they do after the finish is pulling off their tight suit.
Yeah.
So for swimming in a suit for 2 hours, it has to be flexible, it has to be comfortable. And I really found that in my Blue 70 suit I swam in. And in the pool we measured it, and it was a lot faster than the laser race as well. And for me, because Blue 70 is such if you compare to the Speedo and the Arena, it's quite a small company as well. So they were able to make a suit for me with a special need. For instance, in Beijing it was really hot, so I asked Blue 70 if they could make a silver back, so if it would reflect the sunshine. So they made a special suit for me.
Outside of the comfort of the suits, you're saying were just telling me how in open water a wetsuit type suit helps you during the winter, and it extends the season when it comes to when you can race and where you can race when you have a little bit of a wetsuit to keep you warm.
Yeah, I think if you look at the rules now, there is no difference between the rules for a swimming suit in the swimming pool and in the open water. But I think it would really be helpful if we would allow wetsuits in the open water, and then we would increase the amount of months we can swim in open water.
What's up, man?
How are you doing, man?
Good. What's up, man?
Fran, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good
Good to see you too. We got to do one of these in a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm going to the pool at 3:30 to practice. You gonna be there after?
I'll see you there. Good stuff.
This guy's a man.
See you
You know
around,
that, though.
So, anyway, what you were saying.
What was I saying? Yeah, for instance, in my country, in May or in September, it's getting quite cold. And I don't think we have to. There are open water swimmers who say, "Hey, it's part of the deal. We have to fight the cold. We have to fight the waves. You have to fight the weather. It's open water swimming."
Yeah.
But I think it will make the sport bigger if it's not about who's the best swimmer in cold water, who's the best swimmer in big waves. We have to. We want the best swimmer for 10K swimming in open water, and we don't want the best cold water swimmer. We don't want the best hot water swimmer. So, allowing wetsuits will increase the amount of months that you will be able to swim in open water, and you will get more triathletes involved as well.
Yeah. So after Beijing, 3 months after, you called it quits. Are you done for good, or is it just a temporary retirement thing?
I'm done for good.
What are you doing now?
I'm doing a lot of motivational speakings. Mm-hmm. I've been writing a book, and it will be in a couple of weeks in the Dutch bookstores.
Being here for World Championships, do you kind of get the itch to get back in there? I mean, once the competition starts,
yeah,
it's kind of...
It has been amazing. I've been watching the open water swimming, and it was so much fun. But I also realized that I always liked to be in the group inside the water, and I really enjoyed it. But to look at the open water swimming as a tourist, it's really hard to follow. Mm-hmm. And I think we can really improve that as well. But it surprised me. I didn't have a feeling like I want to get back in the water. I'm just all relaxed and happy with my retirement last year.
But you're feeling a desire to still be involved in the sport in that respect when it comes to advancing the following?
In helping the open water. I as a swimmer, I enjoyed the open water races so much, and I cannot see that when I'm watching it. So we have to try to show that open water swimming is a beautiful sport, and I want to try to show that to the people who are watching it as well.
Any ideas how to do that?
I think GPS system will help a lot, but it's quite expensive, so we will have to see how that will help out.
Good stuff. Well, hey, best of luck with that. If we can do anything to help you, make sure to let me know.
Thank you very much.